there, welcome back. Michelle here. Today I'm sharing two quick and simple cards using some products from Maker Forte. For the cards today, we are going to be using a little bit of the Snow Flurry Sugar Sparkle Holographic Glitter, some opaque matte texture paste, one of the brand new Color Hive ink colors from Maker Forte in the color Fog. I was originally going to use this stamp set Christmas Vibes for one of the sentiments, but I decided not to in the end. We have the All Season 6x6 sentiment pack, and then we also have this stencil, which is the star of the show. It is a brand new stencil from them. It is called Cable Knit Cardigan. All right, let's get started. So for my first card, I took the Fog ink pad and smushed it on a plastic insert, one that you would store stamps in. I smushed it twice, and I add a little bit of the texture paste to it. So instead of having a white paste for this card, I'm coloring it a nice light gray. It's kind of like a stone color, which was absolutely perfect. So I'm just mixing my texture paste in there with the ink until I have a nice smooth and even color blend. I find doing it on one of these plastic inserts is really easy for cleanup. You don't waste paper, you don't get it all over your work surface. You can just rinse it off and use it over and over again. So I adhered my stencil to a piece of the ultra white cardstock, and I'm just adding my texture paste on there with my plastic palette knife, I guess you would call it that. I'm just adding it on there until I get a nice, even, smooth application, and one that I'm happy with. And then once I'm done, I do have a little bit of the texture paste left over, and I don't want to contaminate the rest of the jar because it is all white, and that is the problem that I often have when I color my texture paste. I always have a little bit extra, so you can either add that to another piece of paper and use it for some die cuts or something later on, or you can do like I did and just wipe it on a paper towel and waste it, put it in the garbage. So I set that aside to let it dry, and I am going in with the exact same method for my second card, except for this one I am just using the texture paste in the original white color that it is, but I'm going to be adding some of the Sugar Sparkle, the Snow Flurry Sugar Sparkle glitter to it in the end. So I just add some of my texture paste to it again until I get a nice, even, smooth application. And with this, because it is white, I didn't color it, I am able to put any excess paste that I do have back in the jar, which is great because I'm not wasting any this time like I did the first time, unfortunately. So once I am happy with the application, I remove the stencil, and then I sprinkle the the glitter on there, excuse me. And then I'm working on a piece of white copy paper just to keep my work surface nice and clean, and it also helps with cleanup for the glitter in the end. I can just sprinkle any extra glitter, and the paper actually catches the excess glitter from it, and I can easily kind of funnel that, add that back into the little jar. It makes cleanup of loose glitter a lot easier because loose glitter can sometimes be a bit messy, but as long as you keep yourself organized and you try and kind of contain the glitter, it is a lot easier to work with and a lot more enjoyable to work with. And also I find if you have any extra loose glitter that kind of got on your work surface, a Swiffer cloth cleans that up really easily, no headache, no mess, and it makes it a lot more easier to work with. So these are my two pieces. They are both dry. They dried for about an hour and a half, I'm going to say. I left them a little bit longer just to make sure. It's really hard to see the sparkle on camera. I hope that it picks it up, but it is absolutely gorgeous in real life. So for my fog colored card, I found a piece of light gray cardstock in my stash, which was an absolute perfect match for it. So I added it to a top folding A2 card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now both of my stenciled cardstock pieces are trimmed to 4 by 5.25, so they are 1/4 of an inch smaller all around. And for the other one, for the glitter one, I added it to just a white base. Now for this one, I added the sentiment Sweater Weather is Back, which is absolutely perfect. I matted it on a piece of Eclipse Black cardstock from Maker Forte, and it was absolutely perfect. And for the other one, I found the exact same sentiment. Well, it's not exact same, but I found the sentiment from the same 6x6 sentiment pack from Maker Forte, and it says have a sparkling holiday, which was absolutely perfect. Now for this one, I want to add a little bit extra sparkle, so I made my own glitter cardstock to back it up with the exact same sugar sparkle glitter. Excuse me there, I'm having a hard time talking. I added some double-sided adhesive to a white piece of cardstock, sprinkled on the glitter, and there you have your own homemade cardstock, which matches the rest of the card. So I trimmed that down and added my sentiment to it, popped my sentiment up on my stenciled piece using foam dots, and added it to a white top folding A2 card base. And those are my cards. I did not add anything more. I kept it nice and simple. I wanted the stenciled background to be the star of the show for my two cards. I absolutely love this stencil. It reminds me of everything that's warm and cozy, and yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. So here I will go in with my Swiffer cloth, and you will see that it picks up the loose glitter there really easily. And the glitter stays adhered to the Swiffer cloth, which is fantastic. Then you can just throw it in the garbage or save it for future use. So those are my two cards. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments. Have a great day. Bye.